Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady. I'm here to show you this card and how I did the coloring of this Christmas bauble. And that's what this is called. This ornament is the Christmas bauble. And how I used the All Is Calm washi tape as a background. So to get started, I have already actually kind of started just to kind of hurry this up a bit. But this is the Christmas bauble image. I used Stays On Black to stamp that onto Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to scoot in here a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I've already started coloring a little bit. I am using the Aquapainter to color, and you'll see that mine are well used, so they do have some staining in them, and I'm just brushing off some of the color from before. So I'm using the colors Lost Lagoon, Soft Sky, and Pear Pizzazz to color this Christmas bauble. Let's start, and the first thing I'm going to do is press my ink up against the cover, and so I get that blob of ink up against the cover. And then I'm going to grab some of the ink with my Aquapainter. I moved in kind of close. There we go. And I like to kind of spread it around so it's not, kind of waters it down and gets it thinned out a little bit with the darker colors. And I'm just going to go in there and color the areas that I want with Lost Lagoon. And if I go over the outside a little bit, I'm going to grab a little more ink up here, it's okay because I'm actually cutting this piece out. Now I'm getting a little more water than I wanted to out of that, so I just took and you can rub it off on a piece of paper toweling, or in this case I just kind of squeezed it off onto my fingers. Because the Whisper White cardstock will take quite a bit of water, but if you get too much, it will start to pill. So if you want to use a lot of water, you want to go in and use the watercolor paper instead. Okay, so there I have my Lost Lagoon. Colored that in there. Okay, to switch colors, I'm just going to take and rub that off until it's cleaned up. Do the same thing again with my Pear Pizzazz. Press that up against the top, open it up. I have a big spot of ink there. And I'm using the same Aquapainter. I'm just going in and coloring that with the Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so pulling in some of the colors, and I like to add my color, you know, less than instead of putting a lot of color in at once, which it's harder to take off. I like to add a little more color if I need it. So start lighter and work darker. In between my Pear Pizzazz, just wipe that off. Now I'm going to pull in my Soft Sky. Scoot out here a second. Okay, the Soft Sky is a little different. It's a really soft color. So what I did is I took my re-inker and I made some drops on there. And there's quite a bit on there, so I'm not going to redo that. And I'm going to still pick up that color, but it's a little more concentrated, which will show up a bit better when you have a softer color. So scoot up, but I'm doing the same thing, picking up some of the color, pulling it. I like to kind of wipe it off on the cap, on the cover a little bit. This color is a little bit lighter than the Lost Lagoon. It's the Soft Sky. I'm going in here, and I'm not worrying if I don't get it exactly everywhere. Okay, so I have the portion that I've pushed onto the top of my smoky slate. Grabbing some of that ink. And let's go ahead and color in this silver top. Well, I'm making it silver with the smoky slate and put that in there. I'm going to leave my berries white. I'm going to leave the lace portions white, and I'm not going to color that because I've actually stamped that bauble again, and then I've cut it out, and I'm just going to kind of give it a wash with the smoky slate. I've actually finished up my coloring with the watercolor, so I can put that away. I'm going to take my basic gray marker and color in these designs here on the side. Let's cut this Christmas bauble out, and remember that when you cut out shapes, it works better to hold your scissors still and move your paper. Okay, I've cut that out, so there's my Christmas bauble. This is that piece that I had already cut out, did the little wash with the Smoky Slate ink. Now I'm taking in my Lost Lagoon marker, and I'm going to color in these details. So I've colored this in. I'm going to pull in a dimensional, and let's pop that up a little bit on the back side, or pop that up on top of the bottle. So now for my background, or for my card base, I want to place this ornament about right there. But underneath that, I'm going to take 4 of the choices from the washi collection, the All Is Calm washi collection. And I'm going to start with this color, this pattern I should say. And let's place that along the bottom here. And one way you can use your grid paper, and this is available in the catalog, is to line that up like that. There we go. And I'm just going to rip that off. So I've got my background on here with the washi tape, and then I'm just going to go in and cut my edges off. There's my washi tape background. I have added some of the dimensionals to the back side of my ornament. Let's just remove those covers. Okay. Place this down where I want that positioned. I've already stamped and made a banner with this Merry Christmas. It's from a set that was called Good Greetings. It was a promotion that we recently had. So let's just place that down. These are the frosted sequins, and they come with several, you get a lot of pieces. There's a couple sizes of the silver sequins, the white snowflakes. I'm going to use the silver sequins. I'm going to put one of the smaller ones in the center. Put a little bit of the multi-purpose adhesive there, and let that settle down into that. There we go, flatten that out. Let's put another smaller one there, and then I'll put a larger one about right there. Just place those on there. And let's put a here, large one about there, a small one about there, and another small one there. Then we'll just let the glue dry here on these. It'll dry clear. And I like doing the sequins like this because it'll draw the eye across. Save this step for the very last because the dazzling details takes a little while to dry. So I'm putting some of just the regular dazzling details. It dries kind of clear with just a little bit of glitter up here on the berries. Just kind of squeeze and spread it around with the tip. And then the silver dazzling details I am going to put over the silver part here and just do the same thing. So I did the details step last because it does take a while to dry. Let's see if you can see that. See how it glitters after it dries on those ornaments and berries. So if you have any questions about watercoloring this image or using the washi tape, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris at mystamplady.com, and thanks for watching.